Have you ever wondered what it's like inside the life of the Abu Dhabi royals? I can tell you this much. Their idea of normal is quite different from what you think. This is a world where normal means buying a football club and only attending 2 games, and having a family car collection that could rival a luxury auto show. Forget keeping up with the Kardashians. Try keeping up with the Al Nahyans, where the family pet could be a cheetah, and the household staff outnumbers a small village. So to start, let us look at their immense wealth and business ventures. In 2023, the Al Nahyan royal family of Abu Dhabi, Dubai hit the jackpot, scoring the title of the world's wealthiest family with a mind-blowing net worth of $305 billion, as revealed by Bloomberg. Led by UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, known as MBZ, the family boasts luxurious assets including a $475 million presidential palace, 8 private jets, and ownership of a prominent football club. But there's more. The family's home is the jaw-dropping Qasr Al Watan Presidential Palace in Abu Dhabi, the crown jewel among their stash of palatial pads. Sprawling across a whopping 94 acres, this palace isn't just big, it is majestic. With a chandelier bedazzled with 350,000 crystals and a treasure trove of historical artifacts, it's the epitome of royal extravagance. I mean, take a look at this. Don't you want to live here? And let's talk architecture. Qasr Al Watan is Frankenstein's monster of buildings, blending traditional Arabian vibes with futuristic flair. The result? A visual feast of domes, arches, and geometric patterns that'll make your eyeballs pop. The building is not just a feast for your eyes, it is a feast for your brain too. The palace's library is like Belle's dream come true, except instead of singing teapots, you've got shelves upon shelves of books covering everything from culture to science. However, it's not all bookworm vibes. Qasr Al Watan also serves up killer views of the Abu Dhabi's skyline and the Arabian Gulf. And don't even get me started on the gardens. Seriously, they're like something out of a fairy tale. So lush, so green, so Instagram worthy. Enough said about lavish palaces. Let's talk about the characters in the family. The number 2 boss is Mansour. Mansour is the chairman of the Emirati state-owned Mubadala investment company. Previously, he chaired IPIC, following the exposure of the One Malaysia Development Berhad, One MDB scandal, and the 2016 arrest of Kadem Al-Kubaisi, who was managing IPIC. The company was merged into Abar Investments. Kubaisi accused Mansour and UAE authorities of scapegoating him in the affair. In 2005, Mansour was appointed to the Supreme Petroleum Council and chaired the board of IPIC, also becoming a board member of the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority. In 2007, he was appointed chairman of the Emirates Investment Authority, the UAE's sovereign wealth fund. Mansour holds a 32% stake in Virgin Galactic, having invested $280 million in the project through Abar in July 2009. Abar also acquired a 9.1% stake in Daimler for $2.7 billion in March 2009, with plans to increase its stake to 15% by August 2010. Mansour owns the Abu Dhabi Media Investment Corporation, ADMIC, which partnered with British Sky Broadcasting to establish Sky News Arabia, an Arabic-language news channel based in Abu Dhabi. ADMIC also owns the English-language newspaper The National and acquired a 2.1% stake in the pan-European channel Euronews in 2017. The family's wealth includes a substantial 6% stake in the world's oil reserves and investments in numerous renowned companies, including Rihanna's beauty brand Fenty and surprisingly Elon Musk's SpaceX. Now let us talk about President Sheikh Mohammed's younger brother, Sheikh Hamad bin Hamdan Al Nahyan, who owns an extraordinary collection of over 700 ultra-luxurious cars, including the world's largest SUV. His collection features 5 Bugatti Veyrons, a Lamborghini Reventon, a Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR, a Ferrari 599 XX, and a McLaren MC12. Sheikh Hamad boasts a net worth exceeding $20 billion according to Celebrity Net Worth. Although he prefers to stay somewhat out of the limelight, Sheikh Hamad has made headlines with his lavish spending on wild automotive projects. He seems to live by the motto, go big or go home, which is evident in his extensive car collection spread across 4 museums in the UAE, Morocco and beyond. In a particularly colourful twist, Sheikh Hamad earned the nickname Rainbow Sheikh after a quirky request in the early 1990s. He asked Mercedes to create an entire fleet of S-classes in every colour of the rainbow as a wedding gift. This nickname stuck, and his love for vibrant hues is reflected in the rainbow-themed cars and murals throughout his museums. You might think a billionaire's car collection would be packed with supercars, but Sheikh Hamad has none. Instead, his collection includes quirky off-road vehicles, American classics, and a significant number of Mercedes-Benz cars. Surprisingly, a third of his collection consists of Mercedes, while he doesn't own a single Audi or BMW. Sheikh Hamad's obsession with supersizing things goes beyond automobiles. His Instagram profile showcases massive replicas of various vehicles. More than a decade decade ago, his passion for going big extended to a unique project. He had his name carved into the sand on an island near Abu Dhabi, creating waterways so large they were visible from outer space. This gigantic inscription mysteriously vanished a few years later, leaving everyone wondering why it was removed so suddenly. So if you ever find yourself with billions to spend, you might take a page from Sheikh Hamad's book. Go big, go bold, and always keep it colorful. Sheikh Hamad holds several world records, including the Guinness World Record for the largest collection of 4.4 vehicles, boasting 718 cars. His pyramid-shaped Emirates National Auto Museum houses more than 200 of these vehicles. Additionally, he has a dedicated museum for off-road vehicles in Sharjah, showcasing some of his most extraordinary automotive creations. One of the most bizarre creations in Sheikh Hamad's collection is a giant globe caravan. This oversized model of our planet is not self-propelled and requires a towing vehicle. Inside, the caravan features 9 guest rooms and 9 bathrooms, making it a truly unique mobile home. Among his eclectic collection is a gigantic replica of a World War II-era Willys Jeep, crowned the world's largest motorized car by Guinness World Records in 2010. Standing almost 6.5 meters tall, it's too big to fit inside the pyramid-shaped museum. Despite its size, it's powered by a relatively tiny engine. Sheikh Hamad's collection also includes the world's biggest SUV, the Dhabi. This 8-meter-long, 10-wheeled behemoth weighs 24 tons and was assembled from various commercial vehicles and a military truck. Its sheer size makes a Ford F-150 look like a toy. The Sheikh owns the world's largest pickup truck, a supersized replica of a 1950s Dodge Power Wagon. This colossal vehicle, 64 times the size of the original, doubles as a luxury villa on wheels, complete with 4 air-conditioned bedrooms, a living room, bathrooms, and even a patio. Sheikh Hamad also created a giant replica of the Hummer H1, awarded the world record for the largest Hummer. This vehicle is 3 times larger than a standard Hummer H1 by scale and 27 times by volume, further showcasing his penchant for creating outsized automotive marvels. If you ever wondered what a billionaire with a love for cars does with his fortune, Sheikh Hamad's collection provides a fascinating, larger-than-life answer. Another sibling, Tarnoon bin Zayed Al Nahyan, oversees the family's primary investment firm, which has experienced phenomenal growth of nearly 28,000% over the past 5 years. Currently valued at $235 billion, the company holds interests in agriculture, energy, entertainment, and maritime businesses, creating numerous employment opportunities. Beyond their holdings in the UAE, the Abu Dhabi royal family owns luxurious properties in cities like Paris and London. The former head of the family was even dubbed the Landlord of London due to their extensive property portfolio in some of the UK's most affluent areas. A 2015 report from The New Yorker compared the Abu Dhabi royal family's assets to those of the British royal family. According to Bloomberg, a company linked to the UAE president purchased a mansion in November, which was constructed on the former site of the BT Earls Court telephone exchange. The Chelsea property was sold for £65 million, placing it among the most expensive homes sold in London last year. The top spot went to a £138 million Mayfair mansion, bought by Indian billionaire and vaccine fortunaire Adar Poonawalla. The UAE president's new purchase is part of a development consisting of 3 identical mansions built between 2004 and 2006 in SW10. One of these brick villas was sold for £51 million in 2015 to a Bermuda-registered company called Mount Limited. This house, featuring 9 bedrooms, a glass lift, and a basement with a swimming pool and cinema, was among the most expensive new builds ever sold in London. Developers Stephen West, Paul Daniel, and Giles Mackay had acquired the old telephone exchange site for £13 million in 2001. In September 2008, Mansour acquired Manchester City from former Thai Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra. By September 23, 2008, the Abu Dhabi United Group, backed by Mansour, had completed the takeover, transferring ownership to them. Mansour also owns the City Football Group established in 2014, which includes Manchester City, Melbourne City FC, New York City FC, Mumbai City FC, and others. Despite his ownership, Mansour has only attended 2 Manchester City games, one in 2010 and the 2023 UEFA Champions League final. Aside from acquiring Manchester City Football Club, he also has an 81% majority ownership of City Football Group, which oversees Manchester City FC, Mumbai City FC, Melbourne City FC, and New York City FC. The royal family's private jet fleet is so extraordinary it makes flying commercials look like taking a rickety bus to nowhere, boasting a total of 8 aircraft, including an Airbus A3 A320-203 Boeing 787-9s. These flying palaces offer an air travel experience that's more luxurious than a five-star hotel at 30,000 feet. Sheikh Mohammed's personal collection doesn't just stop there. He's got a Boeing 747 worth a cool $478 million and a Boeing 787 valued at $176 million. These extravagant jets come tricked out with multiple cabins, meeting rooms, entertainment spaces, luxury bathrooms, and even a spa. Yes, you read that right, a spa in the sky. Forget about cramped seats and tiny bathrooms. Here you can get a massage and sip champagne while soaring above the clouds. It's been said that every time one of these jets touches down, the airport's red carpet feels like it's hit the jackpot. So, if by some miraculous alignment of the stars and a twist of fate, you ever find yourself stepping off one of these airborne palaces, make sure to give a nod of gratitude to your royal host. After all, they've redefined what it means to travel in absolute style. While the interior design and specific features of MBZ's private planes are not publicly disclosed, it is typical for aircraft of this caliber to include multiple cabins, spacious seating areas, meeting rooms, entertainment systems, and even luxury bathrooms or spas. Among the Al Nahyan family's trophy assets are some of the world's most luxurious super yachts. Notable vessels include Azam, Blue, and Topaz, now known as A+, all ranked among the top 10 largest yachts globally and owned by members of the Abu Dhabi royal family. Costing $605 million, Azam, the world's largest super yacht at 590 feet, was built for Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan. It accommodates over 100 people and features a golf training room, extensive mother-of-pearl decor, and required a workforce of 4,000 to build. The $600 million, 525-foot Lursen Blue, owned by Sheikh Mansour, is the fourth largest yacht in the world. Sheikh Mansour also owns the $450 million A+, formerly known as Topaz, which Leonardo DiCaprio borrowed twice. This 483-foot yacht boasts amenities like a dance floor, beach club, gym, and a wellness center with a spa, jacuzzi, steam room, and beauty salon. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan has transformed Abu Dhabi into a cultural hub. The Saadiyat Cultural District houses over 620 works of art. The iconic Louvre, Abu Dhabi, the largest art museum in the Arabian Peninsula and the only one outside Paris, features artworks like the 3rd millennium BC sculpture of a Bactrian princess, Paul Gauguin's Breton Boys Wrestling 1888, René Magritte's The Subjugated Reader 1928, and Leonardo da Vinci's La Belle Ferroniera, valued at $1.5 million. The future of Abu Dhabi's art scene looks promising with the upcoming Guggenheim Abu Dhabi. Designed by Frank Gehry, it will be the largest Guggenheim museum globally at 320,000 square feet and is expected to open in 2025. Sheikh Mansour also has a $22 billion fortune and stakes in Ferrari and Daimler AG. His luxury car collection includes 5 Bugatti Veyrons, a Ferrari 599X, McLaren MC12, Ferrari F40, Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR, and a Lamborghini Reventon, reflecting his understated yet sophisticated taste. Political influence. The Al Nahyan family has been a cornerstone of UAE politics, with all 3 presidents of the UAE emerging from this esteemed lineage. Their main role in establishing the foundation for self-rule in the UAE has had lasting impacts on both the region and the world. The capital of the UAE, Abu Dhabi, is ruled by the distinguished Al Nahyan family, descended from the Bani Yas tribe branch known as the House of Al-Falahi. The Bani Yas tribe, a formidable familial group in ancient Arabia, originated from the Liwa Oasis. They moved to the city in 1793 and settled in Qasr al-Hosn, one of the oldest buildings in the UAE. From the early days of the UAE's formation, the Al Nahyan family has been instrumental in guiding the nation towards stability and prosperity. Their leadership was critical in uniting the 7 emirates, fostering a sense of national identity and purpose. This visionary governance laid the groundwork for the UAE's transformation from a collection of small, disparate states into a unified, influential nation. The first president, Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, is revered as the founding father of the UAE. His wisdom and foresight in promoting development, education, and infrastructure set the stage for the UAE's rapid modernization. Under his leadership, the UAE embarked on a path of economic diversification, moving beyond oil to embrace various sectors such as tourism, finance, and technology. Following Sheikh Zayed, Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan continued to build on his father's legacy. His tenure was marked by significant economic reforms and international diplomacy, further solidifying the UAE's position on the global stage. Sheikh Khalifa's policies attracted foreign investment and strengthened international partnerships, enhancing the UAE's global influence. The current president, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, MBZ, has propelled the UAE to new heights of prominence and power. Under MBZ's leadership, the UAE has not only maintained its economic momentum, but has also become a key player in international affairs. His strategic vision includes significant investments in renewable energy, advanced technology and space exploration, positioning the UAE as a leader in innovation and sustainability. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan has significantly raised the UAE's international standing through his leadership. As the president and ruler of the UAE, he is the most influential royal in Abu Dhabi. Previously serving as the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, he transformed the military into a high-tech force with a focus on training, organizational structure, defense capacity and strategic planning. Moreover, MBZ has been proactive in regional diplomacy, working towards stability and peace in the Middle East. His efforts in fostering relations with countries around the world have amplified the UAE's diplomatic reach and impact. The Al Nahyan family's influence extends beyond politics and economic. They are also patrons of culture, education and humanitarian efforts, promoting values of tolerance and progress. On the international front, Sheikh Mohammed has worked tirelessly to enhance the UAE's influence. He also has a keen interest in poetry and supports numerous literary and cultural events. Under the presidency of Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the UAE continues to be a prominent player on the global stage, with the nation's royal families united in their efforts toward prosperity. But as you would know, the Al Nahyan family's epic begins not in palaces, but amidst the vast and relentless desert, where the Bedouin spirit of endurance and ingenuity was born. Hailing from the powerful Bani Yas tribal confederation, the Al Nahyan were destined to rise to prominence. In the late 18th century, the Al Nahyan clan found their destiny intertwined with the coastal sands of Abu Dhabi, which in Arabic heralds as the father of the gazelle. It was during this time that they fortified their presence, establishing a bastion of power that would endure for centuries. The pivotal moment came when Sheikh Shakhbut bin Diyab Al Nahyan ascended as the ruler of Abu Dhabi around 1793. His leadership marked the dawn of the Al Nahyan's unbroken rule, a lineage that has since been synonymous with the leadership of Abu Dhabi. Under Sheikh Shakhbut's rule, Abu Dhabi began its metamorphosis from a humble fishing village to a nexus of trade and strategic importance. The Al Nahyan's governance was marked by diplomatic acumen as they navigated alliances and rivalries to safeguard their people and burgeoning influence. This chapter of history was the cornerstone of the Al Nahyan's enduring legacy, setting the stage for a future where their stewardship would steer Abu Dhabi through waves of prosperity and tribulation, ultimately leading to the emergence of a nation that stands as a pillar of modernity and advancement in the Middle East. As the 20th century unfolded, a profound change was on the horizon for the Al Nahyan family and the sands they ruled. The discovery of oil in Abu Dhabi in the 1950s would catapult the Al Nahyan from regional prominence to global significance. The black gold, as it came to be known, lay beneath the desert in unimaginable quantities, and its discovery marked the beginning of a new era. The Al Nahyan, with their characteristic foresight, understood the potential of this resource to transform their land and the lives of their people. Then came Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, a visionary leader who would become the driving force behind Abu Dhabi's metamorphosis. Ascending to power in 1966, Sheikh Zayed was quick to harness the newfound wealth for the betterment of his people. He embarked on a massive program of development, building schools, hospitals and infrastructure at an unprecedented pace. Under Sheikh Zayed's stewardship, Abu Dhabi experienced a social and economic renaissance. The oil revenues were invested wisely, not just in physical infrastructure, but also in the human capital of the nation. Education and healthcare became top priorities, with the establishment of institutions that are today landmarks of progress. The transformation was staggering. In a matter of decades, Abu Dhabi went from a landscape of desert dwellers and pearl diving fleets to a modern metropolis covered with towering skyscrapers, lush gardens, and a thriving cultural scene. The Al Nahyan had overseen a revolution, not through conflict, but through the strategic and benevolent use of wealth that lifted their people to heights of prosperity previously unimaginable. This period of change not only altered the physical landscape, but also redefined the social fabric of the region. The Al Nahyan's rule was characterized by a commitment to unity and progress, setting the stage for the formation of the United Arab Emirates in 1971, a federation that would unite 7 emirates under a single flag, with Sheikh Zayed as its first president. The discovery of oil and the leadership of Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan thus marked a turning point in the history of the Al Nahyan family, transforming them into architects of a modern-day economic miracle in the heart of the Middle East. The formation of the United Arab Emirates in 1971 was a monumental achievement orchestrated under the guidance of the Al Nahyan family, with Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan at the helm. This union of 7 emirates was a bold vision realized, creating a cohesive and unified nation from disparate and autonomous sheikdoms. Sheikh Zayed, known for his diplomatic acumen, played a pivotal role in convincing the rulers of the other emirates to join the federation. His ability to balance respect for individual emirate identities with the overarching need for unity was nothing short of masterful. The Al Nahyan's commitment to collaboration and consensus building became the bedrock of the new nation. On the international stage, the Al Nahyan family elevated the UAE's profile through strategic partnerships and a foreign policy characterized by moderation and peace advocacy. They navigated complex geopolitics with finesse, establishing Abu Dhabi as a hub for diplomacy in the Middle East. However, the journey of the Al Nahyan and the UAE has not been without its challenges. Balancing tradition with modernity has been a delicate task. The Al Nahyan have been the custodians of Emirati culture, ensuring that the rapid development and influx of foreign influences do not erode the nation's heritage and values. In the 21st century, the Al Nahyan faced the challenge of diversifying the economy beyond oil, addressing environmental concerns and continuing to provide for a young and dynamic population. Initiatives in renewable energy, technology and education reflect the family's proactive approach to these modern challenges. The Al Nahyan's leadership has been a dance of honoring the past while boldly stepping into the future. Their ability to maintain the traditions of the Bedouin, the values of Islam and the customs of their ancestors, all while fostering a progressive and innovative society, is proof of their governance and vision. The Al Nahyan family's impact extends beyond their borders through their diplomatic endeavors and contributions to global discussions. They have navigated the challenges of preserving tradition while embracing the innovations of modernity, ensuring that the spirit of the UAE remains vibrant and true to its heritage. The royal family has played a pivotal role in transforming Abu Dhabi into a global cultural hub through a series of ambitious initiatives and investments. Two of the most prominent projects illustrating this transformation are the Louvre Abu Dhabi and the upcoming Guggenheim Abu Dhabi Museum. Opened in 2017, the Louvre Abu Dhabi is the result of a groundbreaking agreement between the governments of France and the United Arab Emirates. It is the first universal museum in the Arab world and represents a beacon of cultural exchange. Designed by the renowned architect Jean Nouvel, the museum features a stunning dome that weighs as much as the Eiffel Tower and creates a rain of light effect that looks like sunlight filtering through palm fronds. The museum's collection spans thousands of years, with art and artifacts from all over the world, reflecting the UAE's commitment to fostering a dialogue between cultures. Scheduled for completion in 2025, the Guggenheim Abu Dhabi will be the largest of the Guggenheim museums worldwide, with a sprawling 320,000 square feet of exhibition space. Designed by the legendary architect Frank Gehry, known for his innovative and often whimsical designs, the museum will feature a collection focused on modern and contemporary art from around the world, with a particular emphasis on Middle Eastern artists. Anyways, that brings us to the end of this video. Next time you're stuck in traffic or microwaving leftover pizza, just remember, while you're navigating life's little hiccups somewhere in Abu Dhabi, a royal falcon is getting a private jet ride, and a palace cat is contemplating whether gold or diamond-encrusted collars are in this season. Inside the life of Abu Dhabi's royal family, it's clear that even the pets know how to live royally ever after. For more interesting videos like this, click on the cards on your screen.